Have you ever stopped to ask yourself how something as tiny and ordinary looking as an olive ends up in your kitchen, as rich golden oil, salty pickles, or even the soap you use every day, and why this small fruit is secretly powering billion-dollar industries without most people ever realizing it? Somewhere between the dusty paths of southern Spain and the rocky hillsides of Greece, early in the morning before most of the world has even hit snooze on their alarms, an ancient rhythm begins again. The air smells earthy, sharp and slightly metallic, the scent of olives swelling with oil as they cling to their branches like secrets waiting to be revealed. These aren't just fruits, they're storytellers, carrying within them thousands of years of tradition, war, peace, medicine, trade, and family recipes. At the center of every harvest is an astonishing coordination of man, machine, and nature. Thousands of workers, many of them generational farmers, line the groves. Some still carry the knowledge passed down from their grandparents. How to tell if an olive is ready not just by its color, but by the feel of the skin between two fingers. While mechanical shakers grip trunks and vibrate them with bone-like rhythm, large nets unfurl beneath to catch the cascade of fruit. But not all olives are treated equally. The firm green ones, picked early in the season, are chosen for pickling. The darker, almost black olives allowed to ripen longer are destined for oil. Timing is everything. If picked too early, the oil is bitter. Too late, and the acidity rises, ruining the batch. Once collected, the race begins. For oil, olives must be processed within mere hours. They're rushed to the mill where they are blasted with air to remove leaves and twigs, then washed, crushed, and turned into thick, murky paste in massive grinders. In a process called malaxation, this paste is slowly churned to release droplets of oil. What follows is almost alchemy. Through ancient stone pressing or modern centrifugal force, the thick paste is spun until golden oil begins to separate and rise. This isn't just any oil. This is liquid gold, fruity, peppery, grassy, smooth, graded and bottled with obsessive precision. Taste testers sip and swirl like sommeliers, grading each note, judging the soul of the harvest. Meanwhile, the pickling process takes a different path. Those green olives are soaked in enormous brine vats, sometimes enhanced with garlic, herbs, lemon, or even chili. Over weeks or months, the harsh bitterness leaches out while deep savory flavor takes over. The timing, temperature, and salt levels must be watched like a hawk. One wrong move, and the batch spoils. But the most surprising twist in the olive's journey lies in what we usually throw away: the leftover pulp and pit. In soap factories, this waste becomes a prized raw material. Mixed with alkalis, water, and sometimes fragrant herbs or oils, it's heated, stirred, poured into molds, and cured until it becomes a smooth, natural bar of olive soap. These aren't just cleansing tools. They're symbols of purity and ancient wellness, sold in boutique shops across Europe and Asia. And the innovation doesn't stop there. Olive pits are converted into biofuel. Pomace is refined for cooking oil or livestock feed. Wastewater is recycled for irrigation. It's a zero-waste industry that somehow combines sustainability with tradition, modern efficiency with ancient roots. Throughout this entire process, there's one thing you won't find on labels or factory brochures: emotion. The quiet pride of a third-generation farmer watching his son lead the harvest. The late-night sigh of a mill worker double-checking pH levels on a batch he doesn't want to lose. The joy of someone halfway across the world drizzling that oil over warm bread, or opening a jar of pickled olives and not knowing how many hands touched it, how many choices were made just to bring it to them in perfect form. The olive's story isn't just about agriculture or industry. It's about people, patience, and precision. Every step of the way, there's a careful balance between speed and care, tradition and innovation, silence and celebration. And maybe that's why, despite its size, the olive continues to dominate kitchens, economies, and cultures alike. It's more than a fruit. It's a quiet miracle that bridges the ancient and the modern, the local and the global, the personal and the industrial, every single day, without demanding the spotlight.